Microphone 1212. Yep. We're inside tonight. Hey, look, Hey, listen, I'm so excited for tonight's show. Trust me. So welcome each and everyone tonight to the Let's Talk Radio and Podcast Show. Thank you for joining us again. You guys have been very consistent. I appreciate you. And as usual, it's a hit and miss with YouTube for me until I master it, because again, I'm not quite seeing it on the screen on my laptop, but I know you're there. So yeah, appreciate you guys. So big up everyone that's locked in, locked on. Hold tight. Stephanie, good night. Hi, Sherry, good night. Tonya, good night. Thank you for joining tonight. And tonight's going to be a big topic. I really can't wait for this topic. I guess because I got a lot to speak on it, and I'm sure you guys do also. Just finalizing everything with the stream, making sure everything's up and running properly and good. And look, man, just show a flag. Show me a signal where you're listening from, where you're watching from, whether it's the BVI, the USVI, if you're in the mainland right now, Florida, New York, wherever you're at, show me that signal, man. And tonight's show, of course, on Let's Talk Radio and Podcast is it's a big topic. Knowing when to let go. Knowing when to let go. I'm guessing everyone's thinking relationships, but it don't have to be relationships. It could be a job. It could be relationships. It could be even family members. That's how deep it could be. But tonight's topic will be about knowing when to let go. When do you know when to let go, guys? You can throw it out there in the chat. I could even bring you on live if you want. But there's always going to be a time to let go. You heard the saying before, all good things must come to an end. I don't think it must, but it can. So once again, big up on my Dominican, VI, massive, hold tight, Shanice. Hold tight, Tamika, locked in, locked on the mainland. Yes, man, the VI crew's representing. I love that. Yes, big round of applause to my VI, massive. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, man, hold tight, my Dominican crew. Represented every week. And you know what? Listen, anyone that knows me, I'm a man of my word. I will be letting go some tickets either to Hawaii, Aruba, somewhere. But I need to get the viewers up. I really need the viewers up. I need the subscribers for me to release that. So go ahead and like and share the podcast so we can get you guys in the raffle, man, to win something exclusive. All right, so if you've just joined us each and every Wednesday and Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Atlantic, getting tongue-tied again. The Big Bad Let's Talk Radio and Podcast, where anything goes. We'll be talking and we'll be learning with respect. We're going to respect each other. It's a community, you know. We're all from the islands, we're from the mainland, and we're just going to learn. Nothing wrong, nothing right. Well, of course, there's going to be right, I hope, but your comments are valid. Your opinions are very valid. We don't judge over here. We just talk and we create a good vibe and a good environment, you know? Let go when you had enough. Man, Tonya's already jumped on it. She's saying, let go when you've had enough. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Yes. Look, listen, right? Of course, red flags and whatever, but there is a time to let go. There really is. As much as it might hurt your well-being, your health, your mental health, your physical health, because there's abusive people out there. And even if they're not abusive, emotional trauma can do a lot worse sometimes. It really can. So there's so many reasons why to let go. So many things you have to pick up on and look at. And once it's affecting you mentally, especially mentally, and it's bringing you down, that could be a red flag as to when to let go. And it don't have to just necessarily be in a relationship. It can be with a job. Yeah, look out for the signs, man. Do you know what I'm going to do right now? Oh yeah, and listen to your partner. Definitely listen to your partner. If they're complaining about something, especially if it's repeatedly, listen to them. Listen to them. It might not be serious to you, but for them to be bringing it up, it might be serious to them. You definitely can't take nothing for granted. You have to listen. Big up Sky, locked in, locked on. Big up my VI Massive representing. We appreciate you. Round of applause to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm expecting much more people. So in the meantime, between time, just keep it rolling. Keep the comments flowing. When is it time to let go, guys? When is it really time? Because you could be deep in love and really love someone that it hurts. Have you ever heard that saying? It loves so much it hurts. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because love is supposed to be really good. It is. But if it hurts, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, tight Joanna, man. My Dominica crew's coming out in full force. Big up yourself, man. It's time to let go when you have to beg for their attention, love, assurance, consistency. Because someone who genuinely loves you will do all the things naturally. Yes. Yes. But guess what? Everyone gets stressed, everyone gets down, everyone goes through times where, you're going to feel that way, where, I'm not getting enough attention. What is attention? Attention. It could be a new job. Come on. I've been there, And one thing about me, you're going to learn about me. I talk about myself. I don't feel no way, because I've learned and I've become better from speaking about my own situations and what I've been through. I definitely have. I ain't the best. I'm far from the worst. But I'm definitely progressing and getting better each time. And you have to factor in all things. You can't just factor in the fact that, okay, you're not getting enough attention. Why? Look at the whys. Why am I not getting enough attention? Now, if your significant other started a new job that's strenuous on them, ladies and gentlemen, do not add to it. Help them. Speak to them. Attention is going to be taken away from you, and it's going to be drawn to that new job until they, until they settle in. So yeah, you really have to offset everything and compromise, guys. You have to do that. Don't be quick to judge and say, oh no, you ain't the same person you was when I first met. It's never that. That's honeymoon stages. Things change. Things are supposed to get better, yes, but with things getting better, there's challenges. There is challenges. So like for a promotion, trust me, that time's going to be taken away. Do not use that time taken away from you to pay attention to someone or something else that's temporary. It's not worth it, trust me. And it's the simple things that count, guys. The simple things. Women require a lot of attention, and it's probably not even a lot, but they require attention and affection more than guys, I would think. Definitely guys require it, but they do require it more. They're more emotional. They're more emotional. Big up Jalissa, locked in, locked on, man. VI crew representing. And Tonya's agreeing with Joanna. Yeah, absolutely. I agree too. Definitely agree. So yes, as I was saying, guys, let's look at some signs when it's time to let go. Like let's go straight into when it's really time to let go. Or actually, you can throw some reasons as to why you should let go, like because there are some stuff that's inexcusable. What are those stuff? I don't want to say. You guys can get interactive and let me know. What things you would not accept from your partner and you would leave in an instant? Let's say you've been with this person for five years. Let's say 5. I'm not going to say 10. Let's say 5 years. What would make you leave? Boom. Up. No questions. I'm gone. I'm out of this one. Bye. I'm moving on. Mind you, let's say, let's create a scene or scenario. You've got kids, 2 children. You've known each other for 10 years, probably been together for 7. You got 2 kids. You're living together. Let's not say you've bought a home together, but you're living together. Family is well known to each other, and something happens in the relationship. Something happens in the relationship. What could that thing be that will cause you to say, this ain't it. I'm out. It's time to go. it's time to go. I'm going to read some comments while you guys go ahead and type up in the comment box. Welcome, Juanita. Old type, my US massive. This is surface thinking. We have to understand why we are there in the first place. When you finally wake up and realize your self-worth, you move accordingly. Do you know that love can, well, what you think is love can cloud you? Like you can be in a situation that's terrible and you just feel like you're in love, that you're not going to move on, and you stick around. And the thing about this show, a lot of my viewers and my guests, they usually get interactive with me off of YouTube and ask questions on Facebook and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, no names calling, but one of the big things that women say, and I want you guys to be real with me, because this is a young lady, okay? And we're talking here. She said to me that, and I agree with this, women, I'm not going to say women, females, there's a difference. There is a difference, trust me. Females mature quicker than males. Correct. I agree with that 100%. But on the flip side, she said, men usually start to mature at the age of 50. That's something I don't agree with. Do you guys agree with that? At the age of 50, I definitely don't agree with that. What do you guys think? Because if that's the case, then you guys are getting into relationships in your 20s and 30s with 50-year-old guys. I don't see that. I see it, but not as much. So I disagreed with that, but her view's valid. If that's what she observes, that's what she observes. And that's quite sad if that's the truth, but I don't believe that. I think life experience is what matures you. Experience in life and wanting to be different, that's what makes you mature. Some of the red flags when it's time to leave, if coming home late at night, with no excuse, no work, or they always want to be out. I'm not saying that's a reason to leave. That's a reason for definitely a conversation. Definitely a conversation. Definitely. Okay, so we got a lot of comments coming through now. When you are tired of being tired, that's deep. Tired of being tired. Okay, you be listening to some the baby, man. Yeah, Lil Baby, one of them babies you listen to. Stop listening to babies, because then you will be tired of being tired. I don't like how this relationship is making me feel. I don't like how I feel coming into this job, etc. You wake up and also wake up at beast. It says beast at times that. I read it correctly, and I'm not nervous, so I definitely read that correct. But yeah, I'm not sure if I understand. Tonya says, starting a new career can be challenging, especially starting in the dating phase. That partner has learned to come up with the solution. I'm gonna read it again. Starting a new career can be challenging, especially starting in the dating phase. That partner has to learn to come up with the solution. You see that when I agree and I disagree, Tonya. The reason why I agree is definitely starting a new career is challenging. However, if it's new and it's a dating stage, they haven't got nothing to judge you based on how you was before, because you guys are just dating. They can't really say, oh, before this is what happened, because it's new. I think people that's dating, we don't date for a year or two the same person. Dating usually maybe 6 months, 3 to 6 months, and then it develops into something or nothing. So yes, I understand your point very much there. Juanita says, wants more and needs more. When you desire more, you move on. Guys, who agrees with that? I'm not going to say nothing. I don't want to sound controversial. She says, wants more and needs more. When you desire more, you move on. How much time are you going to move on? Because I think everyone has goals and ambitions, and we should always humbly want more. If it's going to make us better, we're going to want more. We should want more. However, in a relationship now, when you say you want more, you're going to have to explain, because you forever be moving on, and that's not a good look. So go ahead and explain that to me, please. If it gets toxic and infidelity takes into play. Okay, so she's answered the direct question that I asked you guys. When is it time just to move on? Toxic, arguing every day. Arguments are, let me see what's the word I'm looking for. Arguments. There's healthy arguments. There are healthy arguments. So it's not just any old argument. It's abusive arguments, putting you down arguments. Those kind of arguments, I wouldn't say just move and bounce. Speak about it, argue about it, find a solution. Don't just move on. Don't just move on. A relationship isn't a relationship without arguments. Definitely if cheating gets involved, that's between both of you guys. But if you say, you know what, I'm bouncing, you cheated, the other person, your significant other hasn't got a pot to pee in or a leg to stand on, that's you crossed the line, definitely. You know what? And Shani said physical or mental abuse, both of them are very deep. No one deserves that. No one deserves to stick around being abused mentally or physically. If you can't add to my pissiness, what the hell? What the? I was going to say peace and happiness and it came out as pissiness. What? Nah, don't laugh at me. If you cannot add to my peace and my happiness, not pissiness, but that's happiness and peace combined, pissiness. If you cannot add to my pissiness, sorry. All right, cool. Back to being serious. Yeah. If you can't add to my peace and happiness, yeah, I think in my younger days, I could have tolerated a lot more, but now I'm not tolerating no nonsense, nothing at all, I'm not doing it. Listen, I went to Dominica for 3 days and I come back full blown. I was a real Dominican. Anyway, let me stop that. Shadika Rogers, welcome. I think this is the first time I've seen you here on the chat, so I appreciate you joining us. Let us know where you're from, where you're viewing, listening from. We appreciate you here. She said any forms of abuse. Yeah, because there's nothing nice in abuse, right? But is there a level of abuse that you should accept or not accept? Remember, you guys in a relationship, you got kids, and you started a family. Abuse, it's not right. But does that mean automatically you leave? Verbal abuse, yes. Tonya, having a baby outside the relationship or during a marriage, yeah, that's just that's a deep one, man. And can a woman have a... Yeah, women can, Don't get it twisted, Don't think it's just the man them that's doing this thing. Women can have a child outside of the relationship. Trust me. I've seen it more than once. But let's be real. It's usually a man thing. Yeah. That's a no-go. I mean, I don't even want to think about it because that will break me. Let's see what else. Lack of trust. Again, man. Shan, if you've just joined us for the first time, we spoke about trust. Do not get into any kind of relationship without any trust. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you don't trust the person that you're with or you're starting a relationship hurt, you can't look for someone to make you happy. You have to be happy within yourself before you can proceed into anything good. You have to be happy. You have to be content within yourself. And anyone you get involved with should be adding to that happiness. Okay, so definitely, if you're not trusting, you gotta think about whether you want to go into a relationship or not. Control. Hey, big up Cash, man. Yeah, man. Old tight Cash, locked in. Thank you for finally joining. So hard to get a hold of you, but it's all love, fam. So appreciate you joining. Oh boy, at this rate, you guys are gonna take the show over, man. Because the comments, I love this. The comments are swarming in. But this is what it's all about. This is what it's about. Appreciate the comments. All right, Antonio says maturity is a state of mind. From experience, younger guys can have an older soul. Older men still have younger 20. Thank you. Now, Tonya, I don't know if this is someone I know personally or not, but I really appreciate this comment that you made. And do you want me to tell you why I appreciate this comment? Because again, I had a conversation with someone else and they completely was oblivious to there being any mature guys in their 20s or 30s. That's how it came across. They're saying because a 50-year-old is in a club with skinny jeans, that makes them immature. And I've spoke to my son about it. He's 17 years old. And I said to him, he said, bro, he didn't say bro. Don't call me your bro. I'm your daddy. Yeah. Yeah. So I told him, he said to me, man, what you wear doesn't determine your maturity. The person looking at you is the one that's judging you. But what you wear, your physical, what you wear, maturity is a personality, more of a personality thing. And I was like, big up, son, man. You're 17 and you're doing this thing. Let me give my son a round. I wonder if he's here. I said, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. 50-year-olds have the right to go into a club and wear skinny jeans. Listen, I'm going to be that sexy old man with my skinny jeans in the club. Yeah, doing my Michael Jackson in there. So call it what you want. I deserve to wear my skinny jeans when I'm 50. I earned them, okay? Yeah, straight up. Maturity is a state of mind, yes. Juanita, we stay until a change happens. A lot of relationships start with immature men. Then you must be immature too. I'm sorry to say this, but if you start a relationship with an immature person, what does that say about you? I'm sorry, I have to say it because listen, guys, this is my opinion. I'm not right, I'm not wrong. It's an opinion. But how many of you start a relationship, key word here, relationship with an immature guy? Because before the relationship, I would assume that you get to know them, there's dating. And if you figure that they're immature, why are you going to get into a relationship? Anyway. I was saying when you desire more and you have a partner that is keeping you held back. You desire more, and when you get tired of being stagnant, that's when you wake up a different beast. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Juanita. There is happiness in the leave. Could be. Emotional abuse is deep, yeah. When your partner can't meet you halfway, I think you guys should meet each other 100% all the way. I mean, half away is an even playing field, but if you guys imagine giving more than half, how awesome you'll be. That's all. Do you know what? Let's not even make it a numbers thing, just giving your best. Just giving your best. It can work, you know. We make it harder on ourselves. Life isn't hard once we work together and we think before we make a move. It isn't. It's not hard. We really make it hard on ourselves. And again, it takes experience to understand this and for us to take it in and basically what we've learned to produce what we've learned in a positive light. It takes experience. And once you learn from your mistakes, try not to make those mistakes and learn from others so you don't make them mistakes. Don't look at a mistake as a bad thing once you've learned from it. Don't beat yourself up about making a mistake once you've learned from it. Now, of course, if you're repeating that mistake over and over again, you're just a clown. I'm sorry to say it so blunt and raw, but that's on you. Yes, walk away. If it's a repeat thing, walk away. And from, it takes a real man and a real woman to, I think my YouTube, is it glitching or you guys seeing and hearing me clearly? Because it seems like it's glitching on my end. I'm not sure if it's like that on your end, but it takes a real mature, experienced individual to change for the better of the person that they're with or the person that they care about. And to be honest, I can only speak on my experiences. Women really, for the most part, women don't ask for much. Women really don't ask for much. The most they ask for is time. That's a big thing I've noticed. Attention, loyalty, togetherness, and peace. All right, so this thing is telling me consider turning down my settings because it's glitching, but I don't even know how to do that. Is there any... Okay, no, I don't want to do it. Are you guys seeing me clearly? Is everything looking good on your end? Before I touch stuff and mess things up, please let me know. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Okay, Tonya agrees with Shanice. Emotional abuse is deep. When your partner can't meet you halfway in the relationship, I'll say do your best. Don't put no numbers on it. Joanna's agreeing. A big up Justin, man. I'll type my brother. This is my brother, you know. Help me set this show up. I think this is the first time that he's actually joined. So hold tight, Justin, for joining. Big up all. Yeah, man, big up. It actually means a lot to see you here, bro. It means a lot to see you here, and I'm gonna ask you questions after because I know you're a smart ass. You're gonna jump in and jump off, and yeah, I was there, bro. I know you, fam. Don't worry. But it's nice to see you there. See you here. Appreciate it. Tonya, women can give a man we called a jacket, which is sad. What's a jacket though? Help me out, man. I'm an Englishman. What do you mean when you say give a jacket? People stay even in abuse. People stay even... I just did something. People stay even in abuse, but if your self-worth is lack thereof, you still stay. But until you know your worth, you will never desire. Oh my gosh, Juanita. Oh my gosh. A big up Ashwa, man. Hold tight. Thank you for joining us. VI crew representing again. What do you... Guys, look, she's asking a question. What do you view as immature? What do you view as immature? Good night, Ash. Maybe that's the issue. Okay. I disagree, Tonya. I disagree. Most men are not always immature. Facts. To be fair, both parties has to be held accountable of their character. Facts. Ashwa, facts. I agree. Thank you very much. You see, at this point, I'm so glad it's not coming from me. I'm so glad you guys are interacting and you know, we're all speaking on our views about this, and it's not just me, because I don't want to sound biased or anything, but the things that you guys have said facts on it, I agree with also. I might give the relationship my best, but he may not. How do you determine when someone's giving their best? Because I can be working, let's say, in admin, and let's say Sherry's working in admin, and she's completing all her work, like boom, 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 5 o'clock, and I'm struggling. But I know deep down I'm giving my best. I know deep down I am giving my best, but from anyone on the outside looking in, or when the reports go up to management, it's like, you know, what's going on here? Sherry's able to do all the work and you're lacking. Well, you need to do better than that. So it's kind of hard to say. I mean, you can get a feeling, but it's hard to say, you know, someone's not giving their best. Like someone that retakes their exams, I don't think they're just going to be doing it for the sake of it and just failing. They're doing their best, but they're just not getting it as that, like that other person, if that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Tonya. She's seeing and hearing me clear. Okay, yeah, we can see you. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Man, big up Devian, man. Hold tight. Thank you for joining us. Hey, VI is representing. They're representing and right behind is Dominica. I appreciate you guys. But big up Dev, man. But big up all the intelligent massive right out there. Trust me. Gotta find someone. You gotta find someone who is willing to work together and give their best. Sometimes you give your all and it's not, reciprocated. You know, I wanted to say that word earlier, but I just didn't want to get it wrong, but I had it in my head. But I know what it means. I just have struggle saying certain words. But yes, I agree with you 100D. And I'm going to touch back on a point that I was making earlier in terms of experience in relationships. You have to be intentional when you do stuff. You have to be intentional. For example, women crave attention. They crave that emotional connection. It's not a lot to ask for. While at the same time, you guys have to meet each other in the middle and you have to compromise. You can't get 100 all the time. You're not going to get all the time. But if that's all a woman is asking for, and if it's not taken away from, you know, you putting bread on the table and, you know, certain things that have to be done, do it, man. Especially if that's all they're asking for, because they, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, in 2023, the world has become very materialistic. Yes, materialistic. Let's be real. Let's be real. Before they check you, they're checking what you got. I think a big thing or something that is valid to be checked is your credit score. That's something valid. I don't have no wrong in a woman checking my credit, asking about credit. But if you want to know what I'm wearing, the brands and all of that, that's for me as a mature guy, even though some don't see us in our 30s as mature. And I mean, for some people that's on this chat, we actually have to be in our 50s to qualify, or above 50. And they said, seriously, above 50, that's when the guy's mature. And I'm just like, whoa, good luck. Oh man, big up Larry, man. Listen, big up Larry. Listen, guys, Larry's a good guy to get in contact. Hey, applause. They're bigging you up, Larry. He's an awesome guy to get in contact with. He's just networked across the board. US, Virgin Islands, in the mainland. He's right here. Ask him a question. Anything entertainment. Larry, you can put it out there. I don't mind. He's a guy to network with. Very intelligent. We met in the Virgin Islands. We connected. As always, we have differences and we don't agree. But as brothers, we come together and we make it work. So big up, Larry. Thank you for joining us. And that's a guy with good connections if you need anything. And I mean anything. Legal, of course. Legit. All right? Okay, Ash was saying it's starting to glitch. Yeah, man. I'm going to fix this after. I don't want to tamper with it now because I don't want to mess up the broadcast. Thank you, Sky. Quality time, loyalty in the time it starts to get challenging, and also a faithful partner. Guys, if you're locked in, locked on, please take note of this, you know. And again, I said before, a lot of us, our relationships fail, and it's perceived to be the guy. It's because of distraction. It's because of distraction. Once you allow yourself to be distracted, people's going to come at you. People's going to tempt you. But at the end of the day, you have the ultimate decision. Hold on a second. Let me check something on this side. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's glitching. I can see that it's glitching. But once you allow people to get into your space and you start to disrespect the relationship in terms of talking stuff you're not supposed to talk, yeah, that's when you're opening doors for more things to happen that ain't supposed to happen if you're in a relationship with someone. Hold tight, Tanya again. Mr. Thomas Justin, he says he's a busy man. I always allow you, bro. You're my bro. You get a pass automatic. A jacket is a baby that don't belong to them. Oh gosh, is that what you guys call it? A whole jacket, we? Jesus, I don't want no jacket. I'd rather be outside in the cold. No jacket for me. That's crazy. Don't know how you get away with that, but yeah, it's crazy. Women who cheat and the child doesn't belong to them. Yep. Big up my Florida and VI massive. Yeah, man. Old tight Larry once again. Hey, Melissa, you finally joined us. Credit scores are a big thing, and people don't look into that, you know. People don't look at credit scores. Credit scores are a serious thing. And again, do you know what's so funny? I don't ever ask that question. Like, I don't mind. Actually, a couple have, but that's a turn on for me. It's not going to turn me off, especially since my credit's straight, you know, so. But if you ask me about my credit score, I automatically know you're on the next level of thinking. Your mind is on a different level, and that's a turn. That's definitely a green flag, not the red flag. That's the green. If you're asking me about credit, I know you're looking for some kind of stability or to build wealth, because you need credit regardless, unless you've been born into some serious, you know what I mean? Credit is very valid. Hold tight. I don't want to mess up your name. Oh, Lauren. What's up, Lauren? How you doing, man? VI representing. Love that. Okay, so I'm glitching. And at this point, I really can't do nothing about the glitching. I mean, I know it can be done, but I don't want to mess with it and throw everything off. So I apologize. It's going to glitch, but definitely the next time I'll fix that. Credit score is seriously important, especially if you both want to go into business. 100%. 100%. So guys, I'm going to take this moment to let you know you're locked into the Let's Talk radio and podcast show each and every Wednesday and Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Atlantic Time, where we talk about any and anything with respect and no opinion. Forgot my slogan. I'm going to be honest with you. I was on a roll just now and I forgot, so just forget that part. I was 90% there and I just forgot the rest, okay? Next show, I'll have it, guys. Don't laugh. I'll get it. I did good, though. That just flowed like a real professional. I like that. Anyway, so let's look at red flags now. When is it time to leave? Cheating, definitely. If they're wearing the jacket, which means if they bring a child outside of the marriage, time to move on. Arguments, consistent arguments. If you're being ignored, they're all valid. Big up Alina, big up Miss Richards. Thank you for joining. Hold tight, my VI crew representing E-Class Gaming. What does that mean? Oh, no, that's the name of the person. Sorry. Yeah, big up. So guys, you know what? Life ain't hard, you know. It's very much easy, aside from, you know, sometimes you get into financial holes and stuff like that. But the good thing about life, we do, for the most part, have a choice. And a lot of times, the choices that we make it automatically determines the outcome. But if we took the time out to think about stuff, we're going to make mistakes. But of course, if it's honest mistakes, cheating is a mistake, but it's not a mistake, if you get what I mean. It took a lot for you to position yourself to cheat. It wasn't something where you were just sitting there and boom, it happened. So there's no excuses there. There's none. Juanita says, if you don't feel safe, it's time to leave, meaning emotionally safe, physically safe, mentally safe, etc. Let me ask you guys, because it's a lot of women. What do you think will keep a guy in a relationship? What do you honestly, as women, ladies, mature women, what do you think it takes to keep a guy? I'm expecting a certain comment from some, but what do you think it takes a guy to keep in a relationship and be faithful and keep the relationship beautiful? Exactly. Cheating is definitely a choice. It's not a mistake. It's a choice, but isn't most things choice? Like, most things we do are by choice, correct? So let me ask you something. These comments. Let me ask everyone this question. Juanita says, you got something against men. Seriously. Black men don't cheat. Immature ones do. Does cheating make you immature? That's the question. Be straight up. Someone that cheats, does that make them immature? Think about it. Someone that cheats, does that make them an immature person? I have an answer for what I think, but I want you guys to answer that for me, please, guys. Again, Jania, her name's all fancy. Genia Kiti, whatever. Cheating is a choice, not a mistake. I agree. To be fair, people have the right to leave if there ain't no compatibility. Beliefs on the spiritual can be conflicting. Ooh, yeah, Tonya. If your partner chooses not to involve you, listen, right? The Bible speaks about being unequally yoked. And it's deeper than just the word unequally yoked, because it's basically, you can put that in perspective to your life in general. Being not on the same page. Let's take it out the King James and bring it to 2023. Not being on the same page. And if you're a religious person or you've been raised that way, spiritual, religious, and the person that you're with is not, it won't work. I'm just telling you straight up. So the Bible speaks about being unequally yoked, and apply that to life. It's true. And I was watching someone earlier, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he spoke, we need to learn more about what we speak about. Like, we need to, when we're using words, we have to look at the background to the words that we're using. Like, for example, this is one of the points he said, and just like I've learned something, I'm going to teach you guys as well if you don't know. A bank, we look at a bank as where we go deposit, withdraw money and get loans and stuff. A river, there's a river bank. A river is something that flows. A bank is flowing money like a river. And then the next point he said, current. The river produces current. In a bank, there's currency. Like everything you can think of, there's history behind it, and it's deeper than just a word. So when I'm not doing it the way he explained it the way he did, but he said like, yeah, the word bank, currency, it's a flow. It's all to do with cash flow and where they got it from. And it's deeper than what we think. We need to take the time out to really know what we're talking about before we say stuff. To be fair, people have the right to leave. Okay, I read that. Sherry says, when two people in a relationship, they are to encourage each other. If my husband cheats on me and I find out, it will be over for me. The Lord will agree with me on that one. Agreed. I know there's some people that I wouldn't say would accept it, like it's okay to cheat, but they'll give another chance. Is there anyone here, honestly, that has given their partner a chance once cheated? And did it work out? Are you still with them? Is it a happy relationship or not? I've seen marriages where there's been cheating involved and they're together now and they're happy and that's stopped. So it's all on an individual thing. Okay, so yeah, back to topic. Thank you, Melissa. What keeps a guy? What makes a guy happy in a relationship? Trust, definitely. Trust me. Especially if I haven't given you a reason not to trust me, because some people's just intimidated and become insecure because of the type of person you are. For example, if you're a popular, happy-go-lucky guy, like me, I'm very much a people's person, and a person that I may be with, it could make them insecure, but I don't think you should change that person from being a people's person or being friendly because you're insecure about it. If you've met me this way, don't try and change the good about me. As far as me being an interactive person, friendly, laughing, having a bunch of, I ain't saying friends, but associates. Do not try and change that person. That's them. If you walked into the relationship and that's how got to know them and that's how they was from the start, don't change them. You have to adapt to it and you have to build trust. Okay? And guys, if you're that type of person, or women, make your partner feel secure by having them around. Not all the time. Trust me, women and men, they need their space. But whoever you're friendly with or whatever, involve your partner, man. Give them that security. Okay? A red flag, if you're not involving them, and on the other side, they might not involve you because of the way you are, then you shouldn't be involved with that person. Okay, supporting his goals, being his equal. I think a man's needs the same: emotional security, mental stability. And she said the SEX. I'm like a child still. I don't think that's a need. That's a want. The last one, sex. I think that's a want. That's not a need. But again, guys, let me know if that's a need. And again, see, I'm going to agree with you, Juanita, there. I think for an immature guy, that's a need. Definitely for immature guys. And it seems like you're connecting with a lot of immature guys. That's definitely a need. For the immature Deshane, that could have been a need. You understand? But the right mature person, that's not a need. Deep conversations, goals, aspirations. What's your plans? Make me laugh. Create that peace. I think Jalissa said it on a previous show and it stuck with me. If you want peace, be peaceful. I love that. Ashwa said, it's time to leave your relationship when your issues are that you're bringing your spouse's attention that you would like to rectify, and they are not even attempting to try to make that change. Tonya says, I will the person. Sorry, sometimes they're mistaken. Guys, take time to read over what you write so it don't make me look, like I don't know how to read. It says, I'm trying to work it out. I'm just going to read how it is. I will the person to answer from experience. Oh, maybe she's saying, I am the person to answer from experience. I did everything from everything my partner wanted in his woman or wife. He told me he cheated because he got greedy and he continued to do it. That's deep, and I'm sorry that you went through that, but you did everything. So he probably didn't respect because he got everything from you. And like you said, he got everything. So there was nothing. I mean, give your all. But at some point, when you see things going wrong or certain things that they're doing, you got to get up and figure out if you need to make that move. And Lauren says, need to communicate with your partner from the both sides. Jania said, it doesn't make them immature. It makes them weak to temptation. Thank you. Thank you. It doesn't make them immature. It doesn't make them immature. Jalissa says yes. I'm not sure what she's saying yes to, but it's something earlier that was said. Juanita says, I think a man thinks about the loss before cheating. But I do think cheating is... Sorry, my phone glitched. I do think cheating is a level of immaturity. I do, and I do not have a thing against men. Okay. Tony says, yes, can two walk together unless they agreed? It's in Amos. Cherry says, I agree with you. Shani says, at Juanita, cheating has nothing to do with immaturity. It's a choice both men and women make for their own personal reasons. Thank you. And let me ask you a question. I'm just, how old, like, okay, you might not want to say your age, but since we're talking about immature and mature, Juanita, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Or are you are you between 35 and 45? And then let's say Sherry, just throw yours out there. You can give me a range, and Shanice, throw it out there. Okay, because Ash was agreeing with Shanice. I definitely agree with you. Oh, Zaire, how you doing, man? She says, nope. I'm not sure what you're saying no to, but thank you for joining us. Big up the VI crew once again. And Sky, I'm assuming she's saying she's given a million chances in her relationships. Then you're at fault. You're the wrong. If you're giving a million chances, then you're wrong. And I'm sorry, it makes you, I'm just going to be honest, it makes you somewhat weak and lack of respect for yourself. At some point, with respect, you have to cut off. There's no such, a million chances should not exist. It shouldn't. And I'm going to be real. I know you personally, you're a very cool person, very respectable person, and you're very much liked. So for you to, in your past, given million people, they're not going to respect you at the end of the day if you keep doing that. Straight up. Ashwa. Trust and being is peace. I think there's a bit more to it. Being peace and trust, obviously, that's standard, I think, for both men and women. But what is it that men really want in a relationship? Really, what they really want in a relationship, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you one. Happiness. There's a word there I'm trying to look for. I want you to believe in me. I want you to believe in my decisions. As a man, believe in my decisions and support them. Okay? Security, yeah, definitely. I've given my partner too many chances. I was a 2-decade relationship. 2-decade relationship. You said 2 decades, 2 decades? Is that 20? Relationship, we are no marriage, no ring. That's a long time. I think I'll be well married if I was in a 20. I'm no judgment passed, so please, I'm not judging, but Yeah, the next level of commitment should have been initiated, I think, 2 decades. Anyway, back to reading. 2 decade relationship, but they kept thinking you will never leave. A baby is a deal breaker for me, plus all level of abuse in all areas. Yeah, definitely. But then you see the sad thing about it. If you gave him 2 decades worth of chances, it's going to end at some point, and that's 2 decades wasted. So guys, start using your brain. I'm sorry to say it, and sorry if I sound harsh. Start using your brain, man. We've all got that. We all can think and we can all make these decisions. It's unacceptable for someone to be putting you through that for 2 decades. You can do better. You are better. Yeah, but you have to believe in yourself, and have to be happy within yourself. You have to love yourself in order for you to see what I'm saying. There's no way a guy, I don't care, should be putting you through 2 decades of heartache. It's not right. No one deserves that. Sex should be a bonus in a relationship, not a need or want. Again, I agree. Juanita, again, there's no wrongs or no rights here. So again, as I mentioned, guys, we're allowed to make opinions, but there are no wrongs or no right, including myself. There's no wrongs, there's no rights, there's opinions. Okay, so Juanita says you are wrong. You want me to be connected to immature men so bad. I'm not saying that, but based on, like, let's say we had to do a survey on, everyone's response. 9 times out of 10, people are in disagreement with what you're saying. So no, I don't want you to be. Definitely not. Your points are valid and I'm learning from you. Trust me on that one. Ashwa, I kind of disagree with you. Sex is a need because it is a good stress reliever from time to time. In a good relationship or happy relationship, let me just throw this out there, right? It says in the Bible, who has not committed any sin, cast the first stone. I've sinned. I've been there, I've done that. So I'm not speaking as a saint here. I'm speaking as what is supposed to be based on principle, okay? So you're saying sex is a need and it's a good stress reliever. For a start, the ultimate commitment is marriage, okay? And there's a reason for that. There's a reason, and as we get older, aside from commitment, it saves you from diseases out there if you and that one person are committed. It saves you from financial stress and difficulty, because if you're going to go out there and cheat, believe it or not, it costs you. It costs you. Your time is always going to be money. Okay, so it's more of a want. I don't need it. Some people might need it. I don't need it. And if you're connected with someone and you're together, it's going to happen. It's just going to naturally happen. It's not a need. It happens, Okay, so Juanita's 38. Shanice is 25. Okay, both females here, yet both comments and both points being made are very valid. And some, to be fair, some of the comments are just trying to choose my words carefully. Shanice is coming off as a much more mature person. When I say mature, I'm not talking about maturer than you, Juanita. I mean, as in her age, as a 25-year-old. I'm not saying nothing. I'm going to leave it. 58 years young. Juanita, at Shanice, when decisions are decisions not made based on your level of maturity? Yes, they are made based on your level of maturity, and certain things that people are saying at a grown-ass age isn't mature. It's not mature. It's not mature. Even nothing. Anyway, yes, 20 years in general. Yes, we were married. I am not to put my whole identity out there. Uh-huh. Okay, I got you. 20 years. Okay, I know who that is, Tonya. Atasha. Oh, well, thank you for joining, cuz. I've been trying to get you here so long, Atasha, and you finally came, so thank you. No, Juanita. For example, I'm mature due to the way I was raised and what I've been through, but I could wake up one day and decide to cheat on my partner because we all have that choice. Exactly. I believe people do not know the difference between lust and love. Some don't. Thank you, Atasha. And I know you're grown and mature, and clearly you have said age don't have anything to do with your maturity. And that goes back to my point that Juanita's been saying, and she said, guys mature at 50. They start to mature at 50, which I find is crazy. That's a crazy comment. I actually find that to be, I'm not picking on you, but I honestly find that to be an immature comment to say guys mature at 50. That's not facts. I agree to say that females mature quicker than guys. But again, I haven't put age on it. I've simply said females mature quicker than guys. Yes, I agree with that. But to slap an age on it and say that's to me that you know. Okay, what's considered later in life, Juanita? Tonya says, I am sorry. I will be the elephant in the room. In my 20s, I was more mature than women older than me. I have experience watching older person. That's your opinion. You feel you was maturer than. Okay, so again, all right. So let's go back. She's saying that, do you guys, okay, audience, do you agree that men start to mature at 50 years old? Because that means I'm not a mature man as yet. Most of you guys, or some of you guys in the chat know me personally, and obviously she's not directing it at me, but I'm just using myself as an example. And you guys use people that you know at the ages, let's say between 25 and 50. Do guys start to mature at 50 years old? Because if then you gotta stay single until you're 50, until or just get with a 50-year-old. I still don't agree with at 50, around 50. I gave it around about, and again, if you guys want to mix with a certain, you guys have to choose who you're hanging with, who you're mixing with, who you're observing, because clearly there are mature 20-year-olds that's doing big things, owning property, looking after families, and dedicated. They exist. They do exist. So at some point you have to check yourself. I'm sorry, I have to say it. You have to check what you're attracted to, who you're attracted to, and what you're observing in life. Because to say that generally around 50, you've observed that guys mature at 50, let's say you're looking over there, you need to start looking over there. Stop looking to the left and look to the right, because you're looking in the wrong direction. If that's what you're seeing. Again, I can't put age on it. I can only say females mature quicker than guys. It's facts. They do. And Tonya agrees. Guys do not... Oh, she doesn't. I'm sorry. Tonya says, guys do not mature in their 50s. I've met men who are around that age still partying. Guys do not mature. Very true again. Still partying, but does partying make you immature? Supposing you're established and you've got passive income and you've got employees and you want to party, because in those summer days of your life, you work so hard. Now you're 50, you want to enjoy the rest of that. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop judging people. That's what we need to stop doing from the outside. You're judging someone based on them partying and being out. Stop. When they get home and they're taking care of the mortgages, the Airbnbs, and their job supervising people, and then at nighttime they want to go out on the weekend and party, there is nothing wrong with that. We need to stop judging. A 50-year-old can go out and party. It does not make him immature. Because guess what? I work so hard. God knows. Only he really knows. I work so hard. Yeah? To the best of my ability. And if I retire at 45 or 50 and I decide I want to party and wear skinny jeans, that's on me, because only I know how much I put in. So we need to stop judging, stop watching people from the outside and get to know the inside. That's what we really need to do. Real talk. And Jem says she looks at it as age ain't nothing but a number. And Antonio said their children have matured faster than them. Okay. Again, your opinion is valid, but if you're meeting guys of that caliber, then that's you. Start going to networking conferences and businesses with established people, and I'm sure you won't find that. And for you to be seeing 50-year-olds in parties, where are you when you're seeing them? Where are you? Where are you? So does that make you mature because you're partying with a 50-year-old, or does it make you immature? Which one does it make you? Juanita, Antonia's agreeing with each other. Ashwa, technically at 50, some men do have a tendency to slow down. I want to settle at 50. Okay. Juanita, I never said they didn't exist younger. Well, let's speak about both. If we're going to speak about one, speak about the other. Let's be fair out here. At the end of the day, let's be fair. And I mean, it's just life. You're not wrong, because I've been there. We tend to focus on the negative more than the positive, and we see the wrong before we see the right. But it takes a mature person to see both sides of the spectrum. It really does. I mean, negative sells. Look at the news, for example. Until recently, Africa was supposed to be a dump with poor. Listen, I got people going to Africa on a monthly basis because of the luxurious lifestyle that they're living. And whose fault is that? It's not our fault. It's the media. They portray what they want to portray. Yeah, but when it's all said and done, you have to experience and go in it for yourself to really know. All right? Negativity sells, man. And they're putting these memes or whatever they're called, and we share. Women ain't, you know what I mean? It's toxic. You understand? And then what does that say about you as a person if everything that you see is negative? And I'm not bashing no one. I'm not saying you're wrong, you're not right. But at the end of the day, we need to feed ourselves with more positive. We do. And it's not hard because it's there. It's right there. Joanna, at age 50, men are more stable in life in terms of careers, finances. Okay, so when a female is more stable in life, you know, when a female is more stable in life, in their teens, 20s, 30s, how many of you are married? Right now in this life, how are you successful? How many of you are working? Let's be real out here. Let's not be one-sided out here. There's today in 2023, with all the resources that we have, there is so much successful young men. Yeah? And this is the problem. We suppress them and we don't big them up because we're looking at the negative. Yeah? If we encourage them and big them up more, you enjoy that with them instead of knocking them and generalizing everyone. That's the problem that we have today. We generalizing everyone, or we're focusing on one thing. Let's celebrate the good. Like let's celebrate the fun. Let's celebrate the celebration. Let's celebrate the success of our men. There's men out there that are doing good, and if they're not doing good, they're trying. Of course, there's some clowns out there that's not doing good and they're doing nonsense. But there are some people that are trying. There are men that are trying, just like there are women that's trying. Not everyone's the same. Jalissa says people mature if and when they want to mature. Partially agree. I think with experience in life, people have to mature. They have to pull up their socks at some point. I think life experiences, and guys, please tune into the next show. It's going to be the lies in education, man. There's so much lies, and man, they teach us what they want to teach us when life teaches us more. And if they can teach us life, we'll be much better than far off than where we are. But the whole system is a big setup, guys. It's a big setup. Now, don't get me wrong, foundation and going to school and getting your A's and that's all good. That's all good. Like I said, the foundation, but please, I remember back in the day when I was young, it was about make sure when you get older, don't be in McDonald's. You're going to be a doctor when you're older. You know, we wasn't taught about credit. We wasn't talking about savings. We wasn't talking about banking, loans. We weren't talking about real estate. Those are the stuff they need to bring into schools. And that's going to be what we're talking about next. Yeah? The lies in education. Why is it that I went to study business management, but I had to take a history class on Hitler and that? Because they need to keep you learning what they want you to learn, because you'll be ahead of them. Don't get fooled. In 2023, where we've got internet and all kind of resources, there's no reason for us to hold back. And then guess what? When you get that degree, it's all good. I'm not knocking you. Go for it. But remember, there's a bill at the end of it as well. And everyone right here listening to this life, we all have a gift. We all have talents. We all have qualities. Use them, man. Pray. Tap into it. Get in touch with nature. Go outside, observe, and take it all in, man. Seriously, we all got a gift. We've all got talent. Every one of you on this live right here is talented in your own way. I can't do certain things that Juanita can do. Jalissa, Shanice, I can't do it. It'll be a problem for me. It'll be a headache where they'll just do it like that. Because that's your gift and that's your talent. Why don't they tell you? Why don't they even ask you in school? Why don't they observe what you like to do? A lot of times when you like to do something, that could be your talent. Bill Gates, he never finished. Mark Zuckerberg, man? He was in college messing around, billionaire. Bill Gates, billionaire. These men never went to school. Don't be fooled. The system's there for you to go to school, to make money, to pay for school. I'll say that again. For you to go to school, to get a job, to pay for school. It's a circle and it's benefiting them. That's the next topic. Sorry. That's the next topic. All right. Sorry, I went ahead of myself, guys. I'm not saying I am dating that person. It comes with observation. I've also been around women who hasn't matured either. This is Tonya, by the way. Everything I'm saying is Tonya. I've been stable and successful in my 30s. Plus, I was married, but life unexpectedly happened. I enjoyed my journey. It took me in my late 30s to see I was with an immature clown. But again, don't, like you said, what I like about your comment right there, Tonya, you acknowledge what you went through and it seems like you've learned for it and you're just going to be a better person. So always look at the positive and the negative. Try to. It might be hard, but I guarantee you're not going to make that same mistake. You might have a little bumps here and there in the road. You might end up dating people. It don't work out, but I know you're going to learn. I know you're going to learn and you're going to be better than you was before. Juanita, I've spoken about both. There are many immature women, don't get me wrong. But, see, when you put a but in front of something, it takes away everything. But let's go on. But, if we're speaking of maturity, what are we looking at? Homeowners, business owners, CEOs, etc. We celebrate them. Jalissa, if you don't want to learn, you won't. Straight up. Your experience don't matter if you fail to learn and grow from them. There are people making the same life choices year in and year out and content with it. Yep. Their lives and refuse to grow. Shanice, shout out to all the men holding it down for their family. We see you and we appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shanice. Thank you very much. And you know what? Simple things like that makes a big difference. Just like women, They don't want the real women don't want this extravagant, the Gucci this or the designers. They want someone to appreciate them. And that's the same thing us guys want. That comment Shanice made. She don't know none of the guys on the chat, but yet still she's bigging them up, and we appreciate that. So thank you. And that's all we got to do, encourage each other. Remember, we're here to learn. Don't mind me getting passionate and emotional with what I'm saying. I'm only saying what I know, and I'm happy to have everyone here so we can learn together and we can share knowledge with each other. What Juanita said, what Tanya said, what Shanice said, Jalissa, everything is valid. Once we learn from it, even if it's one thing, it was worth it because we've learned, and it should make us that little bit much better. So don't feel no way, but we have to have this discussion, okay? All right, so we didn't actually get into too much of the red flags and when it's time to leave, but we've established that cheating, having a child outside the marriage, arguments, definitely consistent arguments. I feel that if we can't communicate, it's time to bounce. And when we say communicate, we have to communicate with respect. No shouting. We sit down, we talk about it. But if it's happening day in, day out, we have to sit down and talk about it. You have to consider, is this for me? Is it not? All right. So there's two things I'm going to leave you guys with. Let me see how long we've been rolling for. Let me see something. I don't even know. How long have we been going for, guys? If someone can see. I'm gonna leave you guys with a thought here, okay? I'm gonna leave you with a thought. Okay. All right, so this is the poem that I pulled offline. I don't even get the authors. I don't have their name, but let me turn down this music. And it goes like this. Holding on is believing that there's only a past. I'll repeat that. Holding on is only believing that there's a past. Letting go is knowing that there's a future. Very deep and powerful. One of the simplest ways to stay happy is letting go of things that make you sad. One of the happiest moments in life is when you find the courage to let go what cannot change. And that's deep. The next topic is going to be about education, success, entrepreneurship, and the lies in education. And I'm going to leave you guys with a song, okay? I'm going to leave you guys with this, and it's something that we're all familiar with, okay? But just to end this, and thank you guys once again for joining. Really appreciate you guys joining us today. Each and every Wednesday, Let's Talk Radio and podcast show. Wednesday and Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Atlantic Time. And please, guys, share this up. Thank you, guys. Continue to leave your comments in the comment box. Let's get together and learn. And this song, I had to play it, man, because it's deep and it's relevant. Listen to the words. Bless up, man. Stay blessed. Peace.
I forgot to be a lover. If it wasn't for the 9 to 5 doubled up overtime, then I could remember. If it wasn't for the Sunday All-Star Weekend game, girl, I could remember. And if it wasn't for the dough, 50 Jesus, so girl, you know that I could remember. But me,
just the words, man. Just the words.
Oh, tell me, how could I ever forget to be your love? Realize that you need love too. Yeah. Spend my life making up to you. Oh, I forgot to be a lover. When she starts bringing up older, and the fights keep getting worse. Finding number in her purse. Better put that woman first. Yeah. And you know that she ain't wearing her ring. Oh no. And she starts playing little games. Coming in late from work. Better put that woman first.
All right, guys, man. Bless up, man. Stay joined, stay linked. Let's Talk Radio. Let's Talk Radio and podcast each and every Wednesday, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Atlantic. I'm signing out. Bless.
Girl, you know, I could remember. But silly me, babe. Tell me, how could I ever forget to be your love? I realize that you need love too. Spend my life making up to you. Oh, I forgot to be a lover. When she starts bringing up old. fights keep getting worse. I'm telling your brother, you better put your mama first. She wearing her ring. Oh, yeah. And she starts playing little games. I'm telling you, brother. You better put that woman